Voting is almost over. It is now 3:30 on Saturday. Voting is going to commence for basically 24 more hours plus an hour and a half, 5 o'clock tomorrow, Central Standard Time. For anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about the trip to Rubicon Trail next summer. We're going to take a rig out there that you guys choose. Right now, the first gen 4Runner is winning. I'm actually pretty excited about that because I haven't had one. We've had the 3rd gen, we've had the 5th gen, we've had a bunch of different vehicles. At first I was really shooting for the K5 because I haven't done a K5 build, and I was really hoping to give you guys something a little bit different for this channel. But on the flip side of that, the first gen 4Runner is like an icon of, I don't know, off-road 80s. It's gonna be a cool build, very nostalgic, it's gonna be awesome. I do have a question for you though. Please, in the comments below, if the first gen 4Runner does win, let me know what your thoughts on year. Obviously for a $4,000 budget, and 85, which seems to be the prime year, is gonna be a little bit harder, solid front axle, fuel injected. Is the independent front suspension a good option for those first gens? Regardless, I'm really excited to have a first gen. If that wins, I'm still rooting for a little bit for a K5. I think it's gonna be a really cool build, but either way, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I already have some of both options already lined up, ready to go, that I'm already looking forward to maybe purchasing. We'll see how everything turns out. I don't know, again, we still got 24 hours, guys. Who knows what'll happen. Thank you to almost 300 people who have voted already. All right, now back to the main point of this video. So, as you know, I'm back in the 5th gen 4Runner. We still have it, yes. Obviously, we haven't had some videos on it. We have some other things going on. Just took a little break for a little while, but yes, we do have this rig. I wanted to give you guys a quick update on how it has been handling with the 34s on it. As you did notice, it did have more of like a kind of a level stance to it and dipped down a little bit lower when I had some weight in it. So I actually had these. I'd given them to my brother to use on his rig. I think it's about probably just a little bit bigger than a 1-inch coil spacer for the rear. Since I had them already, I'm just gonna toss them on. No point in having to buy anything new for right now. Hopefully this will just help out with the stance a little bit, give me a little bit more, just a little bit better offset in the back, and we'll kind of go from there. So I need to toss those on. Other than that, driving around, I haven't had any issues. It obviously is a bit sluggish, but I've driven on JKs with 37s on stock 373 gears. So comparatively, I would say, I don't know. I almost actually felt like this may be a little bit more sluggish than the JK was. I don't know why on that point. I think I'll have to look at horsepower and whatnot, but I think the JK on 37s actually felt pretty close to how this feels. And it's been a while, guys, so don't take my word on that. But for the most part, everything's been good. On this, I think it says I've been averaging about 15 miles per gallon-ish. Of course, that's with everything is kind of a little bit off. The speedometer is about 5 miles per hour. Like if I'm going 65, it's gonna say 60. So that's a little bit different as well. So gas mileage obviously has gone down, sluggish, but overall it's not too bad at all. I mean, it's like I said, I've driven way worse vehicles and this is still perfect. As far as how everything sits and tucks, I haven't had an issue with anything. The only time I do rub is on the front when I'm going in reverse and it dips down. Now again, I have not off-roaded yet. I'm going to as soon as it stops raining. It's like raining every time I turn around right now. So we're waiting just for the weather to slow down a bit. And as soon as I get a free weekend and the rain stops, we're gonna take this off-road. So there's probably gonna be some more trimming that I have to do, but I wanna get it out on the trail and actually see how everything tucks and flexes before I start cutting up too much. I might even bring a Sawzall with, I'm just kidding. But I will show you the one part that I am absolutely positively going to have to trim before I take it out on the trail because it is rubbing all the time. Let me see if I can get outside and do that for you guys real quick. So I'm here in the front. I haven't had any issues with it rubbing back here at all. I still haven't done this chop. Again, I haven't wheeled yet either, so but for right now everything is good there. The place it does rub every single time is up here, and that's when I'm backing up. So before I go out on the trails, I am gonna have to trim this front body section up from the front bumper up in here a little bit more so it doesn't rub. What I'm thinking I'm gonna do is probably just make a smooth transition line, basically straight down here or something, just so it looks a little bit more natural than just looking janky. So that's gonna have to be done. Everything else, these upper control arms have stayed in place. Everything else seems to be looking good. I did break this wire for the ABS, so I have to replace that, which is awesome. The dealership wanted to charge me like $400 to do it, but I'm just gonna trim up here, make my own new wire, and hopefully that fixes it because all my lights are still going off. Let's check the other side real quick. This is on the passenger side. Let's see. Nope, my notches are still good. I don't know if you can see that, but this has not moved at all. So I'm happy with that. So these upper control arms are actually doing really well. I'm gonna keep them. No reason to change them out. Yeah, they're doing really well. Again, this line is a little bit better because it's not super stressed out, but I did break that other line, so I gotta fix that one. This one again will need to be cut up in here as well. That's good to go now. This did not buff out. Shit, was still pissed about that. Yeah, that's my bad. Anyways, other than that, let me see. Sorry about the wind, you guys. Like I said, it keeps raining. But there's still the stance after probably another couple 100 miles. So it's not too bad. And obviously I'm leaning forward, but this is gonna come up another inch with those spacers. And I'm gonna run it like that. Like I said, I'm just gonna try it out and see how it works for now. And take it off-road as is and wheel it. That's the way we like to do things. Let me get back inside. But there you go, that's where we're at. As a lot of you guys know, if you've been watching this channel, or if you know about this channel, we like to test things out. We like to actually put rigs out there and put them through the paces. It's not just about this pretty mall crawler stuff where you just make it look pretty and then drive around the neighborhood. We wheel our rigs and take them out there. So again, I'm gonna see how this works out. It'll just give me another measurement piece. It was free. I got it. Well, it wasn't free, but I already had it, so I'm gonna go ahead and use it. It'll help. Anyways, I need the stance to be fixed. Other than that, I hope that gives you guys a quick little update on how the 5th gen is doing. I'm really looking forward to wheeling this. As soon as I can get it off-road, I'll make a wheeling video for you guys, and I'll let you guys know where I'm going so that we can go, maybe if anybody's around, we can meet up. And then we'll see what this other rig has to come upon us. So we'll see how that works out tomorrow. At 5 o'clock, we're gonna see how the voting ends. If you don't know what I'm talking about, again, if you go to the community section of our Fruit and Crawler page and you go look at the voting, right now there's voting going on until September 9th. And it's basically picks the rig that we're gonna take out on the Rubicon Trail. It's been a lot of fun. I've had a lot of good conversations with people, so I really appreciate it. The back and forth with you guys has been great. It's fun to see the communities collide because you got the Toyota guys, the Chevy guys, the Jeep guys, and it's been a lot of fun. And that's what off-roading for us is all about. It's about the culture, not about the brand. And so we've kind of just tried to keep it that way and hope we've been able to represent that for you guys. So there you go. I'm gonna go ahead, keep refreshing my feed and seeing how this turns out, and then hopefully we'll just see how this rig comes. Again, I found some cool ones. If you guys see some good ones that are good options, let me know. If you guys have things to stick with, again, I'm pretty savvy on the Chevy side, so I already know what I'll be looking for there. But as far as the 4Runner, I've been trying to do as much research as possible because I don't know a lot about the first gen 4Runners, except I do know that I think I'm gonna be looking for a 5-speed 22RE first gen 4Runner. And then if someone has already done work to it, more the better, because it's less I have to do and less money out of my pocket. That's kind of the biggest part right now, just the budget and everything. So that's where we're at. So thanks again, guys, and I appreciate it. If you got any questions about this build, any other build that we've done on our channel, let me know. I'll try and help you guys out as much as possible. That's why we're here. That's why we're doing these videos, and we'll go from there. So thanks again. I appreciate it always, guys. It's only because of you that's where I continue to do these videos, so thanks.